Hello, everybody. Scott Golden here with the Golden Opportunities Coaching YouTube channel. Welcome back to those of you who are new, and welcome to those of you who are new around here. In any event, we've got nearly 900 of these available for your listening pleasure in a variety of topics. We are committed to making a connection with as many people as we can. If you're looking for coaching, life, relationship, business, or any point in between, would love to be of assistance to you in any way that I can. Please feel free to reach out through this YouTube channel in the About Me section or in the at PO Perception YouTube, Twitter message box. In either event, please feel free to do that, and would love to help you make the less or the most rather of the rest of your life and the rest of this year and next year and all points forward. In any event, this is our life lessons series, number 62, and these are just things that life tries to teach us that we may not pay attention to as much as we could. The first is communication. Clear, concise, to the point, and know what you're trying to say and know the emotion you're trying to get from somebody before you speak. When you waste time, when you waste energy around communication that is clear or concise, you're going to feel dejected. You're going to feel as though you don't matter, or as though someone doesn't value you, or as though you are struggling. And so when you begin to understand that communication is all about connection and finding commonality and finding common ground, then it changes how you communicate and why you communicate in a way that makes sense to you. It doesn't necessarily mean that every time you speak, people are going to dance in the aisleways, but it does mean that the value of your communication and the clarity of same can improve on a daily, monthly, weekly basis if we understand the purpose of our communication before we begin to speak. The next thing is care less about what other people think. Take what people think as just an opinion, because that's all it really is. Whether it's a newscaster, whether it's someone who has a history in your life that's critical of you, whether it's a scientist, a doctor, a lawyer, or just some random person walking down the street. All opinions have equal value, and you choose how much value an opinion has. So, at the end of the day, it's just because someone has more knowledge doesn't mean they resonate with you. Obviously, be willing to change your viewpoint if someone points out something that's irrefutable or that the vast majority of people believe. But at the end of the day, don't take any one opinion as having more value than your own interpretation of things. Add things forward. Do not get out of the way. Um, and try to find ways um, that make things focused, and then look for ways to win in life, no matter how big or small the win. Your definition of winning could be different from someone else's, so don't define winning in some universal sense. What is a win to me should be a question you ask on a regular basis. Am I winning in my personal life? Am I winning in my professional life? Am I winning in my life of balance? The next thing is practice the things you want to become good at. There's the 10,000 hour rule, there's the 80-20 rule, there's all sorts of rules around the practice of things that matter. But the point is, if you want to become good at something, repetition is necessary. But only repeat the activity when you're fully engaged in it, which means it has your attention, it has your focus, and you care about the result of what it is you're doing or attempting to do. The next thing is, um, kind of choose an important narrative or story. How do you see the world? Is the glass half full? Is the glass half empty? Does the glass have a hole in it? Or is the glass beautiful? That matters. And finding ways to create a neutral story first, then a positive story second, is intelligent. Don't necessarily automatically jump to organ, you know, overt positivity where you're positive all the time and you pretend to be happy, because you won't be able to sustain it. You won't be able to keep it going long term. Next is kill your ego. You matter, but so does every other person on the planet. You matter and have value, so does every other person on the planet. You're not more or less important than anyone else. And if you believe that you are, it's your ego getting in the way, trying to convince you of something that's based in a falsehood that there is competition of separation in humanity. That is not the way that we were created, even though it's the way many people believe. And so when we work against the nature of creation, yes, there are people that are going, even in the animal kingdom, yes, there are people that are, or animals that are going to get eaten, and there are going to be hunters and there's going to be prey, but that doesn't mean the prey is better than the hunter or worse than the hunter, or that the hunter is better or worse than the prey. It's just natural order, and when we look towards natural order rather than competition, we get further in life. The next is trust. Trust in what you believe, trust in your ability to be a problem solver, trust in your ability to be resilient and recover from difficult things, and then ultimately don't quit on yourself. The more we quit, the more regrets we have later in life. And I can guarantee you, life is short, and it's shorter for some than others. But at the end of the day, the things we will regret the most are the times we quit on ourselves and our dreams. So hopefully, this is helpful. Keep your feet on the ground, your mind in the moment. Till next time, everybody.